welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Onward, VR Master League, Season 10, Week 3. I'm your host, Triple Nipple, and tonight we're going to watch Entity versus, I'm going to try and get this right, OS Miserávi? It's a Brazilian team, so I don't know actually how to pronounce it. I do not speak Portuguese. So, Entity is a new team to this season, but they have... No, actually, I think they're an old team. I think they just changed their names. Let's see. The lineup on Entity is Fitz, Gunrama, Lumpy, Gonzo Dad, Hangman, Red Beardsley, Rypick, and Valar Magnus. So I think that they are... what's that team from last season? Lords of War? Cold Steel? I don't remember. Lords of War. Yeah, they were Lords of War last season. So, same team, new name. New play style? We don't know. But the Brazilians over here, Miserávi, so I'm going to try and pronounce these names. I'm going to apologize. There's too many consonants in this. Snana's God, A. Schneider, Demetrius, Balali, Rivas, Cassio, Karabi, Lyriel, and Mirax off. Those are the players, and I'm going to screw them up all night long. So, hopefully, from what I've been told, the Brazilians over here are pretty good. They play other games in the VR Master League, I believe. And most of them play shooters, so they should be good. Although I feel like Onward is a little less forgiving, and knowing that meta and kind of some of the important things you need to know, like how far can you get from spawn before you come into contact with an enemy, how quickly you can be shot, what angles can be shot at early on, like those pre-fire lanes on Suburbia, the windows on Bazaar, things like that you need to know that you really don't know until it happens to you. That's really the best way to learn, honestly, is a lot of playtime, and you'll learn. But they might surprise us. I don't know. I have no experience with that team, so we'll see how they do. We do have the bans and map choice. First map is coming last in this list. So Cargo is Entity's ban, and OSM bans Quarantine. I think that's a smart play from OSM, which is what I'm gonna call it from now on because it's easier. Because realistically, that map has a lot of information that you have to process all the time. You got to know whether you're being flanked. You've got to know the long angles, the short angles, where the objectives can be capped from, and it's just a lot. It's one of my favorite maps, but there is a lot of information. And personally, when I train rookies in the rookie boot camp, I tell them if you can play Quarantine well, then you can play any of the other maps well, because I think it takes the most understanding of team mechanics, in my opinion. Very team coordinated map, so I like it. It's my personal favorite. And then Entity banning Cargo. They're 13 out of 27 wins, so 48%. So they're not good at it, but they're not bad at it either. I mean, it's right there in the middle. And I don't know, maybe they just didn't want to play it. It doesn't really seem like it's not their weakest map. Their weakest map is actually Quarantine or Snow Peak, it looks like. But, you know, they don't have to play either of those because Miserávi banned Quarantine, so that's fine. Let's see, what else do we have to go over? What have I forgotten tonight? I haven't forgotten anything. Map number 1 is going to be Bazaar. We're gonna see, probably in my opinion, the second most complicated I don't know. This one has a lot more technical aspects than Quarantine, but I think Quarantine requires more team coordination and more like game sense of where your players are. So that's my part. This caster's opinion. Just the tips with Nim. That's the new talk show name, I think. Tips, trips, and nips. Maybe, I don't know. We'll figure something out. We're still workshopping the name. It does look like everyone is in the lobby. On the entity side, we have Fitz, Rypic, Hangman, Valor, Magnus, and Gonzo Dad. And on the OS Miserávi side, we have Rivas, A. Schneider, Snazagod, Cassio Schneider, and Demetrius Bilalis? I don't know. And we're getting right into it. We're gonna start. We're going into round number 1. Well, let's jump into the game. We're starting on the Eastern objective. Miserávi on defense. I don't understand anything. It looks like they're rushing. Are they going to go for the objective? How far are they going to go off of it? Setting up a pretty expanded defense here. Long shots from Rypic. Taking down one in the north. A. Schneider goes down. Looks like they're going for a peek. Gunshots from Cassio Schneider, not finding anybody. Demetrius also trying to get those shots. Gonzo hiding behind that concrete. Gonzo just missing the back of Demetrius. Demetrius is going to run right into it, though. And he goes down. Gonzo takes him down in the Kiat. They are very, very pushed forward. Rivas over there in the backside of the Kiat. With only one member of the defense still standing, he needs to get back towards the objective or he's going to get capped on. Shots ringing out from the objective. Shooting at the one south of the Kiat. Shooting at Valor Magnus. Gonzo definitely knows he's here, and Entity did a really good job of encircling the objective. They didn't do it very well timed, but I think Gonzo just kind of rotated based off of those kills, so he's a little ahead of his Eastern approach teammates, and he's looking for Snazagod here. He misses the shots. He misses the shots again. Rivas finds Valor. Snazagod finds Gonzo. The callouts do come out. He needs to stay tucked in, though. He keeps running around past this open door, and he goes down. Hangman finds him from the Eastern side. Now the objective is open, but Rypic finds Rivas in the Kiat, and Entity take the first point. Yeah, a little bit of aggression there from Miserávi. I don't know. They didn't seem... I mean, they could shoot. It didn't seem like they were 100% on the direction of the approach. They were kind of stacked up on top of each other right there at the Kiat, on the eastern side of the Kiat, which has no cover. It's not somewhere you should be unless you've got someone watching your flank. You just can't protect yourself, really. But, you know, they didn't get capped on, and they took a couple with them, so not a bad first round. This is their first game of the season. I don't know if I mentioned that. They had a match with the devs, but the devs canceled. So this is their first match of the season. And we'll see how they progress. We'll see if they adjust. I think that's the big tell of whether a new team is going to do well. It's not It's not whether they win or lose. It's whether they adapt and adjust throughout their game, and you know, that shows that they're learning as they go, which is really what you need to be doing. Miserávi spawning in the quick spawn. Only 4 members of Miserávi spawning in. Demetrius running down the north, gets taken down. Yeah, what he said. Shots on A. Schneider from Valor. Right in the window. Is Cassio going to peek it? He is. Doesn't see him. Shoots anyways, gives away his position. Vivas is their best hope on the south. He needs to get that flank on. I think he needs to go farther south. He is looking for the kills. They're reacting to gunshots, which is good. But I think they're tunneling. Ooh, Gonzo finds Rivas on a quick peek there. Cannot get the confirmation. Is the res gonna come out? Cassio is low. Trying to move across the bazaar. He's got 2 down teammates, but Rypick peeks him from the north and takes him out. 3 members down. Not a lot of confirmations from Entity there. I'm not sure why they started that round short a player either. Yeah, I think playing 4 people, playing a man down is just hard. Drops are pretty much the worst thing to deal with in the league. I mean, in general, in Onward, it's hard to deal with because there's no notification. So, I mean, they spawned the round with 1 player down, so I'm not really sure there. But in the case that someone drops during the round, it's just so hard. Because if you're not constantly checking your tablet, you know, you're like, oh, okay, we've got 5 up, we've got 4 up. If your team's not communicating, whatever, if you're all real quiet and just focused on your angles, someone dropping gives no notification. There's no noise that they drop. There's nothing. So, you know, your guy on objective could drop, and all of a sudden you're getting capped on when you never heard any gunshots because he just disappeared. That's really hard to deal with, even if you're just playing in a pub or something. I mean, randomly going down a member is not the preferred way of playing the game. Now we're moving from the eastern objective to the Kiot objective. We're gonna see how that goes. Let's go fly over here to these spawns. What did I do? What is that? Real annoying. I don't know what I did. All right, here we go. Round 3. I feel like Entity's gonna push this one for a cap. It's a really cappable objective, and I think that they're gonna use that to their advantage. The unknown from OSM that you can cap in 4 locations here. You can cap upstairs, downstairs, either side. It's just a lot of space to keep track of. Valor taking some shots, not finding anybody. Looking at the north alleyway, shooting through that fence. Hey, Schneider trying to find him. Rypick gets Demetrius in the west over there. That's Rypick over there, coming up the west. They did spread out really far on the defense. Hangman finds Cassio on
2 down
The
north.
Kiat, Rypic finds another rotating out of the western alleyway onto the north street, and now it's exposed. Gonzo takes down Rivas. There's only one man standing. Snaz the God is last man standing on the objective, but not. He's upstairs. Rypic's downstairs. He's got tablet out. Snaz the God hears this. He knows he's here. It's just that, can he get down here fast enough? Rypic is capping. Snazda finds him, takes him out with a headshot, and he needs to keep running around this objective. Now Valor's running in, tablet out. Snaz the God needs to find him. Oh, he took a shot from a friendly. Oh no. He doesn't know that he's capping. He didn't hear it in the smoke. This is the end of map 1, folks. Snaz the God not peeking the corner enough. Hangman shooting his own team. What is going on? Hangman's pre-fire just ruining that cap attempt. He's fired right there. Now Fitz coming in. Hangman's just gonna keep putting shots on it.
Last guy's going. Nah, won't let me do it. It won't let me cap. Last guy's going in towards West Market.
Gonzo's trying to cap, but he doesn't know what he's doing. Fitz.
On the other side. They won't let me cap. It's going to objective.
Fitz is upstairs capping. They know it's the last guy standing. Fitz not finding the cap location. He's gonna get shot in the back. This is the worst cap attempt I've ever seen in my entire life. What is happening? Gonzo finds Snaz. Oh my god. That's not even a replay from this. You tried. You tried, replay buffer. Entity, they won that round. But, man, you know, that was like Scooby-Doo in the hallway of doors level of capping, right? I mean, your one guy goes on, he tries to cap, he gets shot in the back. Your second guy rolls up, tries to cap, gets team killed. Your third guy rolls up, tries to cap, can't find the cap location. Your fourth guy gets onto the objective and is capping, and he gets shot in the back from upstairs. I mean, I'll give him props for not giving up. Entity did get the point, but at a certain point, I would have just shot the last guy. I mean, if your guy goes, I'm capping, and he tries to go in, and it fails, or he dies, or something, anything happens, if the cap is canceled, just shoot the guy. You'll still get the point. You're still gonna win. But Entity wanted to end it quickly, and honestly, I don't know how long they were off the objective. Please someone clip that, because I missed the replay. But I need the whole thing clipped. I need, from the moment the dude got shot in the back, the first guy, to the very end, because it was just a comedy of errors. Here we go into round number 4. Miserávi spawning over here. Let's see, are they handing out drum mags or anything? They trading for any kind of utility handouts? No, doesn't look like it. Demetrius is going to opt to cross the south. Mind you, the map is incorrect. It only shows 4 dots, but there are 5 players in the lobby. A current bug with the current, well, there might be 5. Hold on. Yeah, there's 2 over there. It's a bug with the current system. If someone drops and comes back, their dot never comes back. So there's only going to be 4 blue dots. As the guy just running up here. A little mic pops. Rypic definitely knows that they're here. And I wonder if they're aware of the sound. Wonder if they know how loud they're being. I don't think they heard Rypic. I will say that I haven't seen any team kills yet, which is really good for a new team. Rypic's looking for that kill. So is Hangman there from the Kiat looking at that cross. Should see that guy. Oh. Little off. Rypic's getting greedy. See that guy. Finds one.
One down.
Backing off. Shoot and a rotate. Guerrilla warfare. Shoot and rotate. Even if he left, if he just ran away, That last guy would spend a lot of time just looking for him. The rest of the team is, we'll go over here. We've got one in ice cream truck building, A. Schneider in ice cream truck, Rivas in blue room, and Demetrius in the far east. He doesn't actually have anyone to deal with to get up and around the north side. Rypick finds another. Gonzo finds Rivas in the blue room. I think that smoke, as he threw that smoke, I think it gave him away. Gonzo in blue room now.
No segundo andar, na sala mais, porta mais à direita, possível.
Gonzo calling out that he can still hear him talking. Rypick putting shots just over the head of A. Schneider as he crossed the kill box. Oh, who's this? Yes. Here's those voices. Is just gonna wait for someone to peek this window. Pitt's taking shots. No, sorry, Rypick taking shots, finds another.
3 down for me, it's 4 down.
Rypick with 10 and 1, running away with these kills. Now Demetrius does find Valor. Hop on board Demetrius here. Ooh, the voice from behind him misses. He's hearing the footsteps. He's trying to take the shots. Finds one. Finds another. Great shots there. See if this works this time. Go. Yeah, look at that replay. Ooh, snapshot there, snapshot there. Ducks down, dodges those bullets, fine, finishes.
He's still.
Wait, did he just find another?
Still in the rear. I'm watching.
He did.
He's pushing up.
Trying to confirm Gonzo. Gonzo's giving those callouts. He just needs to walk over those steps and shoot him. Smoke does come out.
Probably gonna try to push objective from North Street.
Good call on Gonzo's part.
Objective, he's pushing objective from North.
He double taps the body. Now Rypick's coming around. Rypick finds him. And Entity take their 4th point and map number 1. But man, what a clutch play there. That was so good. I mean, those snapshots and last man standing, it does help because you can shoot whatever moves. It's really easy when you don't have to worry about team killing. If something comes around a corner, if you hear footsteps, whatever. Anything on the map is shootable at that point, and it makes it a whole lot easier to just focus on getting those kills. But unfortunately, he couldn't find the last one. And Rypick finishes map number 1 with 11 and 1. Not a bad scoreline. Yes, I am pretty sure that chat is just now getting to the cap from last round. The cap attempt. It wasn't really a cap, but man.
I'm gonna record each one separate.
Yeah. Thank you, Enigma. Thank you for the clip. I appreciate it. And thank you guys for coming out and watching. I believe that there's another game going to start in 30 minutes on Onward Master League 2. But we're hopping over to map number 2, and it's going to be Subway. And I'm looking for the objective. It is the downstairs objective. Basement objective, whatever you call it. Downstairs platform, lower platform, whatever. This is Miseravi's choice? Yes. So we have no stats for them because they have not played a game yet. But on the entity side, they're 53% on Subway wins. So again, not their best, not their worst, just right there in the middle. Really depends on who you play, I guess. But it's also a very... I want to say this isn't a common map. If I'm a new team, I'm playing Cargo, Suburbia. I don't know. Subway just doesn't feel like a new player map to me. I would rather teach new players Quarantine than Subway. That's just personal opinion. And we have everyone in the lobby. Looks like the same lineups. Revis, A. Schneider, Snastic God, Casio Schneider, and Demetrius. And on the entity side, we've got Fitz, Rypick, Hangman, Valor, Magnus, and Gonzo Dad. Same lineups. Same great taste. Here we go. Nope. Just, nope. Yep. Are we going? Yeah, we're going. Here we go. Round 1. Map number 2. Who didn't bring night vision?
Yeah, I'm not gonna be very far. I'm gonna be right up.
Oh, they all have night vision. Let's see what the approach here is from Marsoc. We're seeing, ooh, we see an AUG. M16, the other 3 going down beneath, and they definitely see your Rypick. Rypick misses the first one. Now it's a firefight. Who's gonna find who? The peek comes out. Ooh, Demetrius finds Rypick. And a knife for confirmation. Here we go. This is our... Whoop! Nope. That's a win. That's inside a wall. Gonzo on the platform here. Gonna be the only person above the objective defending the whole platform. I mean, he's got all this area to cover. Demetrius now coming out of the service tunnel. Is there a C4 somewhere? Shots ringing out. What was that? Oh, he sees Hangman. He can't find Hangman. Man, those look like kill shots to me. Everybody is focused over here. Gonzo has come back down the stairs. Revis gets taken down by Valor Magnus.
I'm gonna go up there.
Hangman using a AK-74 with a suppressor. Gonzo still watching those stairs. Snazna God way behind. Underneath, going back it looks like, rotating away. Ooh, is this gonna be a team kill as he comes out here? It's gonna be, nope, not a team kill. However, he's coming down here pretty quickly. It's definitely tapped his radio, I believe, to call that someone's right next to him. Maybe get the rest of his team to look this way. They're trying to cross Crossfire on the platform. Oh, thank God. In here. Fitz finds him. Ooh, A. Schneider finds 2. Objective is open. Cassio's on it. Doesn't take the shots fast enough. Fitz comes around the corner and takes him down. Entity take their first point on map number 2. That was a very different approach from Miserávi than we saw on the previous map. I feel like they are much more comfortable on this map than on Bazaar. I mean, they were a little off on timings, but I don't know. I do think that they didn't look for C4, at least as far as I could tell, but it didn't hurt them because there wasn't a C4. So that's one of those things that, like, once it happens to you, then you know. And once you get blown up by a C4 in the service tunnels because you just walked past a box or something without checking the other side of it, that's when you know that you need to check for a C4. That's how you learn. And that didn't happen to them, so they haven't learned that little trick yet, that meta. So I don't know if that's gonna hurt them later on in the season. But they did do a very good job. They had a nice split on the teams, and they were communicating semi-silently. They were using hand signals a lot, which sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. I mean, it depends on what you're trying to get across, right? How easy it is to communicate it with hand signals. You've got an index, you've got all your fingers, and you can do, whatever you want, but round 2. Map 2. None of these guys are running C4 classes. Demetrius looks like he's running straight up to do exactly what he came in contact with last time. He needs to duck down now. Gonna come right around the corner. Rypick with the shield. Ooh, Demetrius finds Hangman and behind Rypick. And now he's stuck fighting his shield. Makes the cross and he runs away. No. Smart play here. Running away. Rypick's chasing. He is flanking. You are absolutely right, but he's not. When you make those callouts, he changes his direction. Oh, Rypick takes a couple shots. Rypick goes down. Ooh. Demetrius clears out the tunnel. Takes down 3. Let's watch that again. He just pushes that shield with the LMG, keeps that fire up, finds the shooter as he rounds the corner, and clears that out. Let's go. Here we go. I don't want to be in the wall. Fitz, move away from the wall. There we go. Fitz here on the north stairs. Where's the other guy? Gonzo right there. 2 members of Entity having to push down the stairs, which is my least favorite. Plus Demetrius there on after the flank sees Gonzo and takes him down. That's 4 for him. If he can find Fitz, he can get an ace. Fitz now backing off. He does have 4 minutes. We're gonna do it right along in the mind of Fitz. Now you can see through the wall there on the right-hand side. I just pointed at my screen, guys. The flanker is pushing up out of the service exit. So I feel like he has a very good idea of the map design. but he's making a lot of noise here. Fitz definitely just heard him. They know that each other are there. He's gonna round the corner. Ooh, Fitz finds him. Fitz with an MP5 suppressed. Three minutes left. 4 members to kill. Playing Fitz. What's the plan? He's waiting for another flanker. The longer you wait, the more noise you have to make as you make your approach. Because if he runs it down to like 2 minutes, then he's just got to basically run towards the objective. And that makes you a kind of a sitting duck. You've always got to be moving towards the objective, even if it's slowly. Like he's gonna opt to take service tunnels. It's probably the best approach. As long as you can make it out the door at the end of the service tunnel, you've got a pretty good chance. Watch some more. Fitz clearing corners 2020. Two minutes left. Now, as always, new teams, if you have a team and you're willing to scrim them, I highly recommend reaching out and helping out our new teams. I know that personally we've scrimmed with Warfare, and I think we've scrimmed with a couple of other new guys, but getting them a scrim with a real team and helping them and say, you know, taking that time in between rounds to say, I got you here, and this is why, or this is how. Or, you know, you should know not to do that ever because that's totally exposed. Hiding behind fences only covers you. It doesn't protect you, you know, or it conceals you. It doesn't cover you. So teaching them things like that and getting them up to speed, because the faster they're up to speed, the more fun everyone is going to have. The better the teams are, the better the league is. 60 seconds left. Fitz is taking his time. I know he's old. And his knees don't work as well as they used to, but he needs to get up and move. He's going to be pushing. He's going to hear the beep before he even makes it out the end of the tunnel, and he's just going to have to run for the objective at this point. I'm not seeing a win here in Fitz's favor. But then again, I saw a cap on round 3 on Bazaar, and that didn't happen either. So there's the beep. Fitz knows he's only got 30 seconds left. 30 seconds isn't even enough time to get to the objective from where he was. Yeah, he's way off. 15 seconds. And just like I said, you know, if you waste that time waiting, then you've got to do this running. And at that point, you're just a sitting duck. Rivas takes down Fitz, and Miserávi take their first point. Yeah. That's what happens if you wait too long. That's also what happens if, in my opinion, in this caster's opinion, if you wait to do your initial assault until 3 minutes in, say, we'll just make up numbers. If you wait until 3 minutes and it doesn't go well, then resetting and attacking again, you're running very low on time. If you do your initial attack at like 5 minutes, then you've got that time to reorganize, reset, choose a different approach, and make that attack again without having to basically just run towards the objective. The louder you are, the easier you are to shoot. Or if you're Fitz, you're just easy to shoot. But Entity, not taking that point. Miserávi defending the downstairs objective, and then we're going to move upstairs to the Chinatown, it looks like. Gonna fly this drone. This is the next objective. Here we go. Right there. Yeah, take a good look. So there's 3 approaches, 5 defenders. If you do the math, the defender should have the advantage here. You can come from the north alley. You can come from the overpass alley, east side, and the south side. Here we go. Let's see where Miserávi decides to attack from in round number 3.
Ia de escudo, eu ia de escudo, mas não deu tempo, não.
Little team chant right there.
Ficou por aqui. Não, não vai não, vai não. Eles vão pegar vocês, vão pela outra escada ali, pode ser?
They do have the north spawn. Are they going to push up the north stairs aggressively? It does not look like they are. Looks like Entity put 2 on objective, 1 on the north stairs, 1 on the south stairs, and 1 at the overpass exit. Miserávi is taking 1 in the service tunnel to 3 in the 4 in the service tunnel. Slowly. Where did the last guy go? Aha, 1 is in the overpass. Okay, Revis is taking the overpass. It's gonna have a hard time as Rypick is waiting outside of it. Take a look here. Oh man. Yeah, this is the overpass. Can't really see because I'm stuck in a wall, but Rypick is waiting around the corner for that guy. With a C4 right there. I don't know if you guys saw that. There's a C4 right there. Can I see it? He just looked right at it. He's dead. Rypick finds 1 and confirms him. Let's see where we're at now. Demetrius coming up out of the stairs, goes down to Gonzo.
-1.
Schneider slowly coming up, but not slow enough. He's still making noise. Got Snazdagod coming underneath and Cassio Schneider also underneath. It looks like they're all going to funnel out of this service tunnel exit or entrance. I guess technically I'd call this the entrance. Gonzo is watching this corner. Schneider peeks it. Gonzo shoots a little bit of ground in front of him, but finally lifts his gun up enough and takes down Schneider as well. Now Cassio. I think, guys, I think that this is the first time in like a season and a half that we have seen the lemming effect. Fitz gets somebody on the north stairs. Where that happened. Yeah, Fitz was on the north stairs there. The count is accurate. Gonzo relays that forward down. Cassio can definitely hear him though. Take the corner just the same. Gun down. Gonzo finds him. Entity take their second point with 5 members still standing. I think that that Miserávi needed to spread out more. I think they needed someone. There's only 3 ways in to the objective itself, but there's the south stairs, the north stairs, the overpass, and the service tunnel, which are all ways to come up. And if you want to be, if you want to do the exact spread, you could send 2 in the south stairs because there's 2 alleyways from the south stairs to go in. There's like straight down towards the overpass, and then there's off to the left Sex Shop Alley, which then merges with your guy coming out of the service tunnel. So those 2 kind of pinch that guy, pinch where Gonzo was. The one coming out of the south stairs can pick the corner and put pressure on Rypick's position, while the guy coming out of the overpass can also put pressure on him. If they do it, if they time it a little together, then they make may possibly be able to avoid that C4, although he could have knifed that C4. 100% could have knifed it. It was right in front of him. And then the one in the north, he was just late, I believe. I think because Fitz got him right there at the end, and he was just way behind. I think that was the second approach, because they were all in the service tunnels, but then he rotated away, and I think he went back to the north alley to try and get that pinch maneuver later in the game after a couple of players went down. But at that point, your north defender could be anywhere, because if you don't go to the north stairs and take that and hold it, then that defender can push down the stairs. They can leave the stairs and come back to the objective. There's all kinds of things that they could do. They're really not maintaining map dominance. Round number 4, map number 2, but not maintaining the map dominance on defense and allowing a flanker to come out. Definitely a problem. Gonzo and Demetrius trade. Now Valor's pushing here. Valor double taps Demetrius. Cassio not pushing that corner off of those callouts. I'm not 100% sure what the callouts were, but if I was Cassio, I think I would have pushed it. And again, we're not seeing any utility usage from the Brazilians here. They do have decent coverage of the objective. They've got one on the north stairs. Snaznagod there. Snyder on the back of the OBJ, as we call it. Shots from Rypick. Just shooting to shoot. Cassio finds Hangman. There is no one guarding this approach, though. Fitz, Rypick, and Valor. 3 strong. Really, if they can push in here and just spread well, then they should be able to take over the objective area. I don't know if they'd be able to cap. They'd have to assume that Miserávi doesn't rotate back really quickly. But if they spread, that's a bad throw. They spread. Look, Fitz is not checking his left. Snyder here. Oh, Fitz does check it and finds Snyder. Rivas finds Fitz, though. It's a little too slow to save his teammate. Rypick is... Can you cap from there? Oh, you can! Rypick gets the cap. Entity take. Map number 2. 2 points. And the series with the cap. Just a little bit of lack of coverage on the Miserávi side. Honestly, I thought they had a good defense. I thought that their positions were good. And I guess having the guy in the north alley in the alley and not in the stairs would have been the solution there, because he could have looked back at the objective. But you know, you live and you learn. That's another thing that you definitely learn while playing, is where you can be capped on from. Because once it happens, you don't let it happen again. You always check that spot once you've gotten capped from somewhere. All right, map number 3. Any guesses? Any guesses? Folks at home, any guesses? It's gonna be Snow Peak. We're gonna Snow Peak. We're gonna see some awesome Onward action. I wonder how much experience. Word I was looking for. Words are hard today. But I wonder how much experience the Brazilian team has on this map, as it's really not played. I mean, I want to say, even in comp lobbies, like, I am not able to get this map chosen a good amount of time. I probably haven't played it. I don't know. Can't remember the last time I played it. I definitely, no, I can't remember. I played it last week. But I've also played Cargo, Bazaar, Quarantine, Tanker, and Subway like 15 times since I've played this one. So, you know, it's hard to get players to expand outside of their core maps. Personally, I prefer Abandon. I think that Abandon is a great map and it should be played more. Maybe not in League, but realistically, it's a good map. So is Snow Peak. We'll see. I'm assuming that Entity has practiced this and have some sort of plan.
Who wants drum? Who wants drum? Yeah, Ryan Pick's giving out drums for once. Look out, boys.
What kind of weird, bizarre world?
We're going tunnel.
I'm gonna go with you, dude.
E de cima dessa porra agora, seus melisquentes.
It's a hard defensive objective if you don't know what you're doing, because you're gonna team kill. If you just shoot at someone coming around a corner, you're gonna get a team kill. It's really hard to tell who's who, and all of these boxes are penetrable. So, I mean, you can be hidden, but you can't be really protected. And there's so many approaches here. If you take a look over here, Casio hanging out, but there's this back approach here. Oh, that's where that comes from. I'm gonna be honest, I've never come through this hallway. That comes out, and then you can see into the objective hall here. You can see down and keep moving that way. These two guys here, good defensive position, as you can see a lot of the objective, but you're also super visible. If someone peeks that far end and they have a better shot than you do, it's gonna go poorly for you. It looks like Entity has one guy going around the north side. No, it's not Fitz. Fitz is at the U tunnel with Hangman, so it's gotta be Rypick on the north, and he finds Rivas.
One down.
The headshot coming in the north entrance to the tunnel. Pre-firing those boxes because they are penetrable and you could be hiding behind those. Just a common practice. Snaznagod not going to be ready for this. Doesn't know where those shots came from, and Rypick's going to peek the corner. Gonzo finds Schneider. Rypick finds Snaznagod. And Casio Schneider. Now there's only one defender left. He is not on the objective. He's going to have to come back. Demetrius over here on the right side of the screen. Running back to the objective.
Three down.
Here's the smoke. Knows that something is happening, but I don't think he can find his way back. Oh, he gets shot at. They've pinned him in. The cap should happen. Oh, it's not going to happen. Rypick's going to get shot in the back if Demetrius comes out here. No, Demetrius didn't come out fast enough. Rypick's going to beat the corner and take the shot instead. And Entity is going to take their first point on map 3. Not bad. Not a bad defense. It looked like they knew what they were doing. They just got picked off by the very well coordinated pinch by Entity. And some lucky shots, I think, there by Rypick at the end. I didn't really see all the kills. I know I saw him actively shoot at one, and I think he just kind of caught another on the with the spray, if it were. But yeah, I mean, they were defending it. Demetrius rotated back to the objective when it was exposed, and that's all you can ask for. Your team goes down, you don't get capped on. That's what matters. I'm surprised that Entity didn't push that. They had the quick spawn. They spawned in the south. They didn't spawn in the garage though, so I guess it's not the quick. I don't know. I don't know how close. Can you spawn in the garage in that one? I don't remember. But I'm surprised they didn't just push the tunnels. Honestly, if you really commit to it, and as long as you maintain your awareness where your team is in relation to you, like who's in front and who's farther, it's a very effective way of pushing that objective. Round 2.
Their one
Yeah.
captain could say, wait. I mean,
This is the quick spawn for Miserávi. Spawning in the, yeah, you can spawn in the garage there, and if you come up the tunnel,
Esse mapa aqui é um
could be there very quickly.
É um labirinto, eu não faço ideia de onde eu tô, mas vamos parar de falar se vocês vão ouvir, né?
Oh, they're talking. Gonzo goes down to a trade.
Ih, já desceram de mim ali já.
I traded with one. There's at least 2 pushing. 2 more.
Yes, it's me, I'm here, you know I'm here.
I'll stop. I'm down. They flash me. They're gonna push.
That was a team flash, Gonzo. They keep flashing Gonzo's dead body like no other. As I got here, like he switched taking shots, doesn't find the shots. Rivas finds Fitz. Rivas finds Gonzo. Nice little flank there. Rivas moving on. Rivas and Rypick get into a firefight. Rypick wins that one. Rypick's in the U tunnel. Gonna get shot in the back, hopefully by Schneider. Oh, he's gonna make it into the tunnel. Schneider needs to slow down. Hey, Schneider. Making a lot of noise here. Shots from Hangman.
Right on Gonzo's dead body.
Oh, clicks.
Get him out.
Clicks.
Reloading. Oh yeah, he's down there. They have a utility? They're fragging.
Rypick finds a Schneider. I think he was making too much noise. Yeah, he made it past Rypick, then got shot in the back. Oh, Cassio is creeping up on the objective. They're pushing. Oh, but Rypick finds him. Those guys were not ready for that attack, though. Entity take their second point. Rypick with his flanks. It's hard to deal with that if you are unfamiliar with the map. If you're unfamiliar with how many of your team are up or down. Just getting lost in general on this map is kind of a pain. If you don't know the tunnels, you get turned around, you come out of a tunnel, and you're like, wait, I thought I was going to the objective. And so, you know, it's hard to deal with the flanker, especially if they get into a decent position and they just kind of sit there and wait. Which they know they can do, because it doesn't really take 5 to defend this objective. Looks like there was a drop on the entity side. Fitz is out. They're gonna swap someone in. Let's see what the new objective is. We're going outside. We're gonna go this one. What do you call this? The Central Shack? Center Shack? South Shack? I don't know. I don't have names for these things. But it's that objective right there. Capable from inside the building, outside the building, and that's about it. Behind the building, I guess, technically. You cap from inside there, you can cap from behind here. Cap from anywhere around here if you get smoke on it and kind of hang out in the smoke. Limited avenues of approach close to objective, but there is enough map to go around it. You can get out the garage. You can come straight through north of the objective past the Hescos. You can come out of the U tunnel and come down that way. You can swing all the way around to the southwestern side, the twin hangars, and you can swing along the south wall there. You could even come from a little bit northwestern, the other shack, coming from the lake, and come down around the main central mountain there. So there's lots of approaches. Once you get close to the objective, it kind of narrows down into like 3. They all kind of merge, but see Entity? No, Miserávi is on defense. See how they do. And Entity is spawning over there at the twin hangars, which gives them the quickest approach through the south, straight at the objective. It looks like they're going to opt to take that. He's going to round this corner. Sees one, doesn't find the shots though. Looking for the repeat. Get flanked. Ipic's right on his other side. Those 3 are not moving. He's gonna run right up onto Rypic. Rypic finds him.
One down. Don't shoot him, I think. Don't shoot.
Smoke grenade gonna get redirected. Oh no, what is that throw? Fitz needs to work on his grenades. Snazzy God coming around the corner now. Tablet out, not gun up. Goes down to Rypic as well. Other double tap there. Entity is pushing onto this objective. Will they be able to cap with all these players defending? And Gonzo finds A. Schneider from right outside the Hesco. Rivas finds Gonzo Dad. Wow, that's a nice shot from Rivas from inside the building over Cassio's head into Gonzo Dad. The smokes are rolling in. Fitz takes a couple shots. Valor finds Rivas. The objective is open. Fitz has got tablet out. This is going to be the end of the map here. Cassio's not rotating back. Entity. No, Entity takes the shots. I think Rypic just wanted to up his kill count. I think that's what happened there, because that was 100% a cap. I don't know why they would have not gone for that. But now they just have to defend that objective. If they had gotten that cap, however, it would have gone down as the world's fastest VR Master League Onward match. We're at an hour 13 right now. Still might. I don't know. I think like an hour 15 is the fastest, but they just capped it, man. That would have been it. Would have been cinched it. Guinness Book of World Records right there. Easy. Easy. But yeah. You know, what I think went wrong with Miserávi there is their defense kept pushing out from the objective. They kept sending a guy out. When someone went down, they rotated another guy out towards him. And on this objective, in this particular area, especially on that southwestern side, rotating someone out to that position, there's no cover. And you're running through these open valleys, and particularly if you have your tablet out and you're checking, you know, you're running and you've got like a tablet out and you're running and you're looking at it, trying to figure out if the footsteps you hear are friend or foe, and all of a sudden they round a corner and shoot you. It's just not easy. It's not easy to drop the tablet, grab the gun, and shoot all at once. So, you know, live and learn for sure. I think having better defensive positions to start with would be the solution. And that might be, you know, that might entail learning the map a little bit better. Maybe they aren't familiar with this map. Miserávi spawning in the north hangar, and it looks like they're gonna run across the lake, which if Entity sets up, I'm assuming this is Rypic. Yeah, this is Rypic. Brypick sets up in a good spot, which it looks like he is, and he catches a glimpse of them. It's going to be a shooting gallery coming across the lake.
They spawned airplane hangar. They're coming around west side across the lake right now.
Yep, he saw him, he called him. Now he's just going to wait for the shots.
Negative, negative. Airplane hangar across the lake. They're coming across.
Shots ringing out from Gonzo Dad as one crosses his line of fire. Nice long angle there. Rivas is going to have to find this guy. What are you doing over there in the lake? They are swinging all the way around the western side of the map and going to come around the south side, but they're going to have to deal with Rypick as he's still holding his position in the south western side. Sorry, just the western side. You can't really get south of the objective, but the western side of the objective. Rivas just putting shots into the tree. Does find it down onto Gonzo. Now we've got... Go. 1, 2. And... 3. Okay. 2 coming from the twin hangars on the south approach. Making a lot of noise, especially when you're coming up. You've got Fitz reviving Gonzo Dad, and Entity is back to 5 men standing. The approach on the south, you're making a lot of noise when you're running up on possible defensive positions. They could be waiting here. Snaznagod goes down, as well as a Schneider. Rypick with a nice angle there, watching the south. Demetrius goes down to Hangman. And Entity come away with the win. All 3 maps. Rypick with 11-0 on that one. I'm 100% sure he just wanted to pad his stats. But yeah, I hope that Miserávi comes back and watches this cast. I tried to give as many helpful pointers as I could. And just watching game tape and coming back and looking at what you're doing and what went wrong, where you got killed, all of that information is helpful. I hope that they stick around. I mean, the league is for everyone. I don't want, if you've got new viewers here, if you got people, you know, quest players waiting for the quest release to come out and they're hoping to join the league and they kind of get scared off because, you know, you get killed. I mean, 12-4 or 12-1. Don't give up, because sure, you lost a map or 2 or 3 or a match, but it's all part of the learning process. And the way that the VR Master League works is that it will adjust your rankings. So once you've played 3 matches, the first 3 are kind of rough. I'm not gonna lie. The first 3 are kind of rough. Start right out in the upper end of bronze, 1200-ish MMR. You play 3 matches, and based off of that, your matchmaking rating goes up or down, and then you're playing with more even teams. So at that point, you should start doing well. You should start having good matches where you can, you feel like you're playing against someone that you can compete against, not just getting stomped on, which is never fun. And from there, you learn your basics, you learn your meta, you build your team, you build your strats, and then you move up the ladder as you win, and that's how it works. And so if you lose a couple games, you lose a couple games. It's really not the worst thing in the world. So that's my thoughts on it. I believe there is a game on Onward Master League 2, so I'm gonna cut this stream off, and we're gonna hop over there. This is your caster, Triple Nipple, signing out. Thanks for coming, guys. We'll see you next time.